Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Hero House Reviews. Feeling positively divine today as we finally get around to reviewing Hercules from the Endgame wave. This is a figure I've been wanting to pick up for a while, but could just never quite justify the expense of picking up. And then, lo and behold, today I walked in and he was on sale for a reasonable price, and so I went for it and bought him. And I don't regret that. Like, just looking at him now, you can see he's chock-a-block with accessories, and, he just looks great. In fact, maybe no, you can't see that because there seems to be a bit of glare on the plastic. I'll bring him forward so you can see him better, or I'll take the camera to him, whichever works. As you can see, he comes with his signature mace, which I believe used to be golden, so I think they're doing this sort of more modern look for him. He also comes with his sword, comes with an extra set of hands so he can grip said weapons. His other hands are punch-in hands, as befits the Prince of Power. He's got I think it's meant to be a lion. Yeah, it's a lion face sculpted into his belt buckle because he's also known as the Lion of Olympus. Dude has a lot of nicknames, and as you can see in the paintwork, he is also rather hirsute. Look at that. Look at that manly chest hair. Look at that beard and that cocky expression. They've really captured the character of Hercules in that face sculpt. It's magnificent. Yeah, and it's standard Marvel Legends 5 out of 5, sorry, for packaging. And I'm going to say 5 out of 5 for accessories, because he comes with 2 fairly detailed weapons and an extra set of hands. You've got his little text on the back, the immortal champion of Olympus. Hercules uses his immense strength to battle evil and protect the world. Yeah, short and to the point, that is what he does. He's like one of the cockier heroes of the Marvel Universe, and kind of laid back and very fun. Hercules is a fun character. So I'm glad they've got that in his facial sculpt, and I'm glad we've got an updated figure of him. His old figure had the most magnificent shit-eating grin. Like, that was a fun-looking character. So I'm glad they've kind of carried it over, even if they've dialed it down a bit. Anyway, I'll open him up, and we'll have a look and see if the articulation lives up to the rest. One moment. And the answer is yes, the rest does live up. He has magnificent articulation, the sculpt is fantastic. The accessories, as you can see, you can holster them both on his back. So anytime a figure comes with holsters for their accessories, that's like an immediate plus. Because, it's so terrible having extra accessories that you need to sort of pack away somewhere rather than display them, in a cool way with the figure itself. So it's always good when they do that and incorporate that in the design. And they just seem to have put a lot of effort into him. I think he used a new body sculpt, so they probably wanted to make it really good going forward, so they could use it with other characters. His ankles are a bit bulgy, but they come with excellent pivot, and swivel, so, that's a acceptable sacrifice. The thing around him, I don't think the belt needed the little crotch guard thing, because that is a separate piece, and it just makes his groin look weird. And if there's a character whose groin should have been meticulously paid attention to, it's Hercules, because it's one of his, defining characteristics in, how much he uses it. Going along, again, the face looks great. Yeah, the top half of the character is perfect. It's only this, sort of bottom region that it looks a bit funky. The belt might be a bit too bulky, a bit much. But again, I'm not gonna detract from the figure that much for it, because he's otherwise absolutely fantastic. He just has such a good vibe to him as well, because of the grin and how much attention to detail has gone into him. So, yeah, he may be a 5 out of 5. I'm really pleased with this Hercules. He is, the Marvel Legends Hercules I've always wanted. The only issue could be his height. He doesn't seem to be as tall as Hercules should be, because again, he's one of the taller Avengers because he is a god. I think he's marginally shorter than Thor. I think he's 6'5" and Thor's 6'6". And Better Ray Bill is meant to be 6'7". So after I've taken some pictures, I might pose him with Bill so you can get a height comparison between the two. But anyway, I'm going off topic. Let's swing into pictures and go from there. One moment. Alright, and there you have it, a figure truly deserving of their 5 out of 5. He looks fantastic, he moves fantastically, and he is very photogenic. Sometimes with some figures you can tell whoever was involved loved the character and put their all into making it, and I think it really shows with Hercules that he is one of those figures. Now, as promised, I'll give you some size comparisons, because I think scale may be his one downfall. But maybe not, because we'll see. So this is him next to just generic Hydra agent. And as you can see, Herc towers him a fair bit. I might bring him directly in front, just so you can see. Yeah, so Hercules is taller than him by a fair margin. And I think most human beings in the Marvel universe, especially Hydra forces, average about 6 foot or 6'2". So that's not too bad. That is how much bigger Hercules should be than the average bear, if that's the scale we take in. Then we have Bill come in, and Bill is refusing to stand properly, which he wasn't doing in his own review, so that's frustrating. But there we go. Ah, Herc may be a bit taller than Bill. So the scale may be off on Bill's side. Hold on. No, Bill's head would be slightly taller. Bill should be bigger than he is, this Bill. But this means that, they are of an approximate size. So that's good. Bill, Herc, and Thor, I think, exist in a thing where artists can, depict them all being within the same height range, because they have all sort of the same stance within the Marvel universe. They are the strong guys, they are the divinity that shows up when the shit hits the fan. So they should be standing above the average human being like they do, and I think this is a neat portrayal. I'll be interested to see when I get him how the 80th year Thor stacks up height-wise, because he looks like he's very big, and while I can understand, given his increased prominence, why they'd want to make Thor bigger than the rest, it would be kind of weird if he towers Bill and Hercules, because, he and Hercules are meant to be close in height, and Bill's actually meant to be slightly taller, so let's hope they don't go too overboard with his size. Other than that, yeah, this is just a really fantastic figure. Cannot recommend him strongly enough. Go out and find him. And if you want to see more, there's Hero House, where you can see the action figures in action, or if you want to see them really in action, there's our new section, still unnamed, where we've got 3 fights out now, and imagine the next one is going to be Hercules v Bill, so that could be fun. And otherwise, yeah, thanks for watching, and I hope to see you again. All the best. Bye.